Be sorry.
Ice, you dumbass! Alright. NieR time. Only metaphorical, only emotional bleeding during NieR. Na 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 na.
Whenever I interacted
Oh, that's
with
right.
Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time.
Oh yeah, we're on the
Here
big
we
despair
go.
now. We already like hit like pretty high despair levels, but now it's like extra despair. I was so sad. I was so sad for like the whole last hour of the last stream. I was just like, I was so sad. Kaine's dreams, discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vane slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vane could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, finally striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stone began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. "You-hoo, Kaine!" The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. "What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home?" Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. "I didn't say you could leave, freak!" Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. "Can't hurt me," she said. She lied to herself. "Be strong. Be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt." "Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead?" Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. "Even the weather hates me. I'm useless, a failure." I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. "You're a freak!" "No, I'm not." "Did you just say no?" Demo grinned evilly. "You don't say no to me. No one says no to me." Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. "Come on, guys, let's give the freak what she deserves." As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. "I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are." Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. "Freak!" chanted the children. "Freak, freak, freak!" Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. "Oh my god, he's crying! He's actually crying!" Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. "Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. If any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it." The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. "Ow!" he screamed, leaping to his feet. "Stop it! What are you doing?" "Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch." "You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch! A big one! That thing could have killed me!" The old woman shrugged. "Death is the best cure for stupid." Demo's face twisted with rage at her words, locking his eyes on Kaine. He took a step backwards and spat on the ground. "Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here! Either of you!" Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. "Ha! Look at the fat boy go! Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight." The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders. Then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. "Oh, Kaine," she said, "why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot." The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. "Don't be nice to me," she said. "I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore." Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. "Everyone hates me. They think I caused bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead." As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. "Don't talk like that, Kaine. It's a river, wide and deep, that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand?" The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know, because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Course not, don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't... Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Oh, just stumbled on them one day while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she was explaining, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been much more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up gently, adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Course you are! What a fool thing to say! Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. Long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers. The two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kaine's dream. Daily life. Ah! In the distance, got tank up for this fucking novel. Oh, I'm probably gonna get water after this chapter. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sound of an axe striking wood. The noise had purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe! Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe. filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. "Grandma!" called Kaine. "What?" yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. "Oh, it's you, Kaine. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake." She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine, close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she'd scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, "Grandma! Do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or, a new axe or something." The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job at chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, you know, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no change in it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers, and her granddaughter, when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped any wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Crap! She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough. My logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Is this a VN? Basically. It's an interactive VN. You get these like really mediocre combat sections between story segments. Kind of weird, but you know, the story's so good that it's actually pretty worth it. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you... Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket! Can't let it spill! Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop that! Just stop now! She cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was coming due. The time when her grandma watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick, and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, god damn it, but I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down to the road to the village. Later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance of the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund, older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. Hey lady, said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? Apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me? They seemed to say, but Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Apothecary? Okay. I'm never gonna have to say that word again, probably. But I know now. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary, but the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god, he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Ha! Barked Demo. That old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Demo! The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. But before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunned young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its magic, and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture? Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle, but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now. Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village, and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I knew your grandmother, Kali, and I think she was driven out of this town. I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Kali? Thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crowns from the apothecary hands. Your grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, and I owe her much. I'm willing to wager that she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yeah, I think she would like that very much. Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless, and with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Back already, are you? Asked the grandmother with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandmother sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble? It was kind of fun, said Kaine with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. It was fun, was it? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. Uh-huh, so anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kaine removed the crowns from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, it'll make you live forever. Horse manure, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crowns away and help with dinner. Crayons. But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house, as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crowns and eyed her subject carefully. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the work. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drip to the floor. It's terrible. Doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. Thought these crowns would, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter, you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But, hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll always treasure it, always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Posh, said the old woman. I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud. She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. This picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories come in and out of a life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different. Kaine swore. Because I'll remember it forever. Forever. Kaine's dreams, separation. All right, I need water. My throat's killing me. I'll be back shortly. Alright, I'm back. With water. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. Tara's setting up the pins. It's happening. It's happening. It's gonna happen. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Ain't no joke. Thank you for the follow. I actually managed to see that despite not hearing it. Also, my green screen's slouching, bugging me. Ugh. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, can't believe you want me to eat a bug! The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool girl, it's a berry. Why in the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kaine. I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. Oh, don't we all love Kaine? How could you not love Kaine? How could you not love anyone in this game? I mean, NieR's kind of a fucking basket case, but everyone else is good boys and girls. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, the relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. That's a hot take, idiocy. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so, this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots, with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. Just a single burned berry? That's it? Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was gonna go check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. Thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I was going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What in the hell for? Kaine stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandma, a dying cat could shoot through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. God damn, girl. If a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. Not worried about thieves, I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Oh, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other... Grandma, no. If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. Confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment, she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately, it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought. Instead, walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You're gonna be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls and more talk about how beautiful you've become. Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't not another like you in the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it! What the hell? The old woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hand out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot, I'll be fine. When you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kaine rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No, oh gods, no! Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Grandma! Kaine ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling onto the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to the sudden halt, her worst suspicion confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random, chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "All right, you bastard," she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me! Let's go!" The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive," thought Kaine. "She's alive!" Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, The shade opened its mouth and let out a roar, powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her right against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up, get up, get up, get up now! As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself with maddening slowness. The distance seemed to increase with every second that passed. The shades glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard! Laughing at us! She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt that the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe once again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard! Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backwards, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me. It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground, with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine. Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you've got to run. You can't defeat him. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on. We have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no, no! Said run, goddammit! You have to live! You have to get through! Thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed thickly from gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible, putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hand, which had been in hers just a moment before. My Dawn! Everyone's leaving me! First Grandma, now Dawn! Ah! For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep, red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a mad woman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Kill it now. As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. Want to trade hair? No, thank you. I don't want to deal with an afro. That seems like hell. It seems like a hairstyle that takes much to take care of. The distance between heartbeats grew louder and longer and longer. Wait, so since that was 5 years, does that mean Kaine relived that entire 5 years of time? Because she was frozen for 5 years, and those were just memories of 5 years long. God, did Kaine have to fucking go through all of that a second time? That'd be kind of fucking terrible. Yeah, like seriously though. Every character in this game is so fucking tragic. Especially the frame rate.
What angry creature must have. Did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. He dies today. My soul feels light.
It's not the blade, the skill of the user. Strike him down.
God. Yes, your sword. Haha, weird sword. My lips are very chapped. I kind of hate that my joke earlier was not really a joke when Don asked if this is a visual novel. Jack had to wait. He was just like, what do you think he did? Maybe he like learned to juggle or something in his free time. I don't fucking know. He's got all those tentacles. It could be fun. I don't know. Gently, weakly, softly, the shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon. This is just a novel. You're right. It's not a visual novel. It's a novel with gameplay interspersed. Stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the pausing. Oh god. I wasn't crying, I swear. A novel with occasional video game. Who knew this would be one of my favorite? Who knew a book would be one of my favorite games? Oh, the bear, the weird floating bear. Yeah, that thing. Weird floating bear. Couldn't kill it. So sorry, Grandma. That's pretty funny. Sorry, Grandma. Couldn't avenge you. Shamed beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to the dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. Want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's how you want it. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, thousands of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely in the air. Futilely at the air! To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture into the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-cha-cha-cha! I look like that? Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke out of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had someone found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me! Finally, Kaine resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. Should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh God, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a black shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused as if it's licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood, just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Ah, what the hell, sunshine? Screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern, the pattern of the shades, burn itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be good friends now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hate's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood, then go out there and... Shut up and get the hell out of my body. Haha, your body. Oh, that's rich, sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddy of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist. Crushing it, Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Stupid idiot girl. You're possessed now, sunshine, and there ain't no going back. Who's here? The sad boys? I know. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed, whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, purred the voice. Oh god, Jelly Bean Mill, thank you for following. I hope you're prepared for Max Sad Boys. Oh, shit, it's Parm. Can I link my OnlyFans? Yeah, it's, you gotta donate to $5,000 for that, though. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. Plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. Herman can't hear me. I don't know why. Yeah, only 5,000. Surprisingly, I'm a cheap bitch. You got enemies? People you want to kill? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big ol' shade that squashed your granny? We'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Well, wait, said Kaine. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. You guys came by at the best time, because this is just book reading the stream. And it's great. I love every second of it. I fucking love this game. Go play NieR, the first one. NieR Tomatoes, okay. That's it, though. NieR Gestalt and Replicant? Top tier games. Best games. Best games. Oh, these parts are so fucking good. Hey, Herman. Oh, man. You gotta play the original. Join GDA chat? I can't. I'm sorry. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me, we could have some good times together. Oh, after? I probably can after. I will. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go. Oh, it's Sunshine. We're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyron. And if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyron. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyron. I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, and I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. Feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I'm not a shade. I'm Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine stared, started to place it in her hair, and slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But if I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and the people of the area rose to their daily lives, she remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive.
I'm not
Stay
crying.
alive.
I'm not
Stay
crying.
alive.
Oh, fucking Emil! Ah!
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
Ugh. This game hurts me so much. Oh, my sweet buttercup. Oh god. Bro, I hella simp for Kaine. I'm sorry. Oh. God, this music and the music. It's all
You were the one calling me, huh?
it's all too much. It's all too much.
You still recognize me?
Yeah, sure.
Bro, the music. Oh.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Kaine.
God, Father NieR's so top tier.
You look like shit.
I'm gonna flip a bitch if we don't get Father NieR again.
5 years.
I have NieR's soundtrack downloaded. And I listened to it for like 4 months straight. I love it. It's so good.
That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
This
That was
is
an
for you.
hour of reading. I just read for an hour straight.
Did you make this?
No, it's not gonna have that. Well, it's not confirmed. All that's confirmed so far is Brother NieR, and I don't like Brother NieR as much. I like Daddy NieR.
It's not much, I know.
It's nothing like the one Grandma used to make, but oh hell.
Oh God.
Thanks.
So like, that's oh man, that line hits me real hard because if the whole time she was asleep she had to relive this whole terrible arc of her life that lasted 5 years, like holy shit.
Excuse me.
Like she's so happy with these people that she can talk about Grandma casually because she just loves being with these people. Yeah, what do you mean, Nico?
Popo,
What?
we did it. We freed
Oh shit,
Kaine.
Tokyo Game Show? Oh man, if we get if we get Daddy NieR at Tokyo Game Show, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
Listen, can I talk to you for a minute?
They better not change how he looks. I want him to be rugged
This
ass
doesn't make
Daddy
sense.
NieR.
Please, try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
It's crap.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
Bro, I'm
No one's
same.
sleeping outside.
Big same.
You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us,
Don't say that,
I can deal
Emil.
with it.
You're beautiful.
Right, Kaine?
I love you. I love you no
I'm
matter
used to
what,
sleeping
Emil.
Outside.
I'm sorry.
We'll see you later.
We're sorry.
Why is everyone gotta be so mean to Emil and Kaine? Like, actually, though,
What
You-
is the matter?
if Emil hurt a fly, he would start crying. If Emil accidentally killed a fly somehow, he would start crying, 100%.
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. How could I have not noticed that? How
Gotta
selfish am
gotta protect Emil.
What the hell is wrong with me?
We should turn in.
Emil is best boy. Didn't get much sleep that night. I wanted to blame Devila for everything. I wanted to grab Popola and strangle her. But anger won't accomplish anything. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. For the sake of protecting it from the horrifying threat of the Shades. If Devil and Popola are to blame, then I am equally at fault. I'm really nervous about the remake. if Devil and Popola are to blame, they are. I'm equally at fault. You also are. Sleep well? Sure. Well, if you say so. Need to go see Devil and Popola. Very well. Bum 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 bum. Oh shit. Actually, I don't think Gold Moonflower Seed really helps me. I've been really thinking about cultivating the pink moonflowers at the very least, but also that's like a several day time commitment. Like it's a comeback to the game every 6 hours. So this is all repeated dialogue. It's a comeback to the game every 6 hours for the next like 3 days time commitment, and I'm not sure if I want to do that. Oh man, I'm in a world of trouble now. What's the problem? See, I was cooking and, well, oh no. Okay, cause yeah, it's fine. This is the same quest. I just really want that pink moonflower. I want to say I completed all the quests.
Why am I the only one working this hard?
Shut the hell up! You are not the only one working hard. Curse these bones. And like, I even want to cultivate a white moonflower just so I can say I did. Same with like beating Drakengard 3 legitimately. I want to cultivate a white moonflower and legitimately beat Drakengard 3 just so I can say I did. Those will like be 2 more of like my big accomplishments. The NieR ending in Drakengard 3, yeah. I already got all the endings in Drakengard 1. I played through Drakengard 1 completely. There's a assist video for the final boss of D3. There's a video you can watch that will help you. Like, you just like watch it in time and it's like cheaty, big McCheaties. Oh, no way. Oh, you're unable to play. Yeah, because Drak 1 doesn't emulate well. Oh, they have the ring mechanic thing? That's kind of cool. Pete's Eater, who usually comes by the stream, he poured like hundreds of hours into trying to legitimately beat Drakengard 3, and he just gave up eventually. He put so much goddamn time into that stupid ass game.
I wish I could leave this place.
Watch that final note. It's a doozy. I hope you guys are ready for like max suffering, because like from here on out is when the suffering really starts to ramp up. This band-aid on my face is starting to really bug me.
Why am I the only one working this hard?
God, I'm so fucking funny because it's a grasshopper band-aid. Oh yeah, no, we still have 2 more playthroughs of the game, so like...
Oh, it's you, eh? Well, I'm
I know this. Only peak comedy here in the stream, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Peak comedy and peak suffering. Also anger. Lots of anger. That's also a given. Fucking Lost Shrine. I have lots of junk heap grinding to do still. I think I need like 5 more titanium alloys, so that's minimum 2 more runs through the junk heap.
The Lost Shrine is at the other end of this cave.
And the Shadow Lord's castle lies just beyond.
Let us make haste.
Ugh. Oh man, the junk heap song's a hella banger. I love the junk heap. Oh god. Hansel. Who are you? Go away, dirty defective swine. I'm not like you, I'm different. Why'd it have to be this way? Why? How is this game so fucking sad? It's even more sad the second time through. At least the first time you play through this game, you only suffer 2 times throughout. Like, you only suffer through 2 playthroughs. But now, like, I have to suffer through 3 playthroughs. Bing, 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 bing. I really like this song too. This is, like, I say this every goddamn song. I really like the drums in this song more than anything else. Oh god. Don't even get me started. Don't even get started on that, because we have to fucking experience that fight soon. At least the big Zelda robot, it like never tries to like make you feel bad for, so you can kind of just kill that robot without caring. You again. Stop bothering me. Grimoire Vice has been taken away. Ansel is dead. There's no reason for me to exist anymore. My life is over. Just leave me alone. Yeah, the one guiltless kill in the entire goddamn game. You. Ugh. Man, the first time I saw these cutscenes, it was like my head fucking exploding with knowledge. Like everything started coming together and I hated it. I hated every second of it. So much guilt just piling up in an instant. Oh god. Oh yeah. Oh man. And like, yeah, it's, oh god, it really is just like, wait, no, no, no. each playthrough adds another no. Oh man. How's this game so goddamn good? I think this. Stupid box puzzles. So fucking dumb. It's so stupid. I hate this. I hate this game so much sometimes.
This is all too easy.
And like I say that, and then I also say I hope that they don't change anything except for how the combat plays. in the remake. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, since the remake is, like, of course, like, why wouldn't I talk about it at this point? But, like, it's very much so, like, oh, man, I'm realizing I don't want anything changed about this game except the combat, and I want more stuff from the book to be implemented into the game. Like, I've said it a lot. I really want all the weapon stories to be implemented into the game instead of being attached to the book. Some of the short stories would be pretty cool to have as well in the game, but I know that's kind of asking a lot. But, like, the thing is, they've all been fan translated, but I really want, like, official translations of all of it. Yeah, same. I haven't read too many of the short stories, but what I have read, I like a lot. Oh, yeah, and exactly, the game... The game isn't, too shy about dumping word dumps. Turn back, turn back! Oh, God.
Who are these guys? Their bodies aren't fully functioning.
A cursed area. Shades again.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Yeah, Grimoire NieR. I actually have a Google Drive link to it. If anyone wants it, feel free to DM me, and I would be more than happy to send it to you. I can't recommend it enough. I read the entire book and like 6 or 7 of the short stories. Very informative. Very, very, very good. Very good book. It builds a lot of the world in very interesting ways. I loved reading it. And I fucking hate reading. I don't read anything. See you later. Reading does suck. Give me... No, that makes sense. It makes sense to me, at least. The game can't take it! Yeah, just give me like HD models and like HD textures and like make the combat more fun and sell me the game for $60. Also implement the short stories and just translate the whole book. If anything about the story changes, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Oh no! I would be so sad. Don't say that. Oh no! You're all watching me? Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate that. It might just sound like I'm like, oh, thanks guys for watching, but like it actually does mean a lot that you guys are just hanging out watching the stream. I've treated you all poorly and mocked you, betrayed you. All because you went Gestalt before the change was complete. But after all this, I think I can understand you. I think we can speak as equals. This makes me very happy. I hope we can spend the rest of our lives. What was that? Why is this game so sad? Why is this game so sad? God.
Kaine, Emil, I want you to... Look, I'm sorry, all right?
Sorry for what?
I'm going to talk to the villagers. I want them to let you in.
Oh, it's no big deal. Right, Kaine?
Oh, this scene's so cute.
Well, you shouldn't be. It's crap, and it needs to change.
Oh!
I wish everyone felt the same way. It's all right, really. I like camping out with Kaine. It's kind of fun in a weird way. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, and roast.
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
Oh, Kaine. Gets to boss. I'm about to head out. I can't handle this. Oh, God. Oh, I love that interaction. Oh my God, this fight's so sad. I'm gonna make a top 10 saddest anime deaths video, and it's just gonna be, all 10 are just gonna be from NieR. Every single one is just gonna be a shade. God. NieR's a goddamn asshole. I mean, in this game, that's basically all they do. They're not very helpful in terms of combat. But the side characters definitely very, very strongly reinforce everything. I wouldn't be surprised if Yoko Taro said something like that, though. Because they're totally useless, and from a gameplay perspective... But yeah, I could see him saying that they're just there to run around and make noise. Oh, God. Oh, that's right. We get to see his voice lines too. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
These are
God.
creatures of the dark.
He's shouting.
Lure them to the light.
Aim for that stone statue. It's the leader.
I am not their leader. It is I who they rely on. It is they who saved me. Stop hurting my friends. Oh, God.
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying.
God, fuck Tyron. I hate this guy. I hate Tyron so much.
Foolish creatures, you cannot hope to best me.
These little bastards just keep coming.
These creatures cannot abide the sun. Lure them into the light.
Oh, okay. No, I should get this break. Uh-oh, never mind. Oh, thank you, I got it. I almost missed that break, which would have sucked because he would have gotten like half his health back. Oh, God.
You felled the beast.
This creature's life is so fucking tragic. Those are my friends.
Oh, this is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it.
Hey there, sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this freak, are ya? Ain't no turning back now. You gotta lust for blood. You gotta embrace the sun. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
Can Kaine understand shades? Since Tyron is in her? Yeah, Tyron is worse than Grimoire Noir, and Grimoire Noir's a fucking asshole. He's like the biggest dickhead. Oh God, she can? Oh. That explains why every once in a while she's like, no, wait. Like, she has a lot of like she has very sparse dialogue of like, hey, we should stop maybe. Damn, that sucks. That sucks for Kaine. Like, she knows exactly what we're doing, and she knows she can't stop it because NieR's just gonna be like, nah, fuck you. I gotta kill. I got the bloodlust. Alright, that's fair. Thanks for coming by, Parm. Whoosh. Oh, God. Oh, don't worry, I won't. You don't have fun playing NieR. That's the trick.
Kaine, are you all right? We've got to get help.
Kaine dies a lot in this game.
Can do.
No! Kaine!
Oh shit. That's unfortunate. But yeah, and the thing is, she has to be. That's the big problem there. Is that she has to be complicit in the murders of Shades. Because of the goddamn thing. Because of Tyron. Like, if she shows mercy and refuses to kill Shades, then Tyron takes over.
Look at Kaine's shade!
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
Kaine! Please come back!
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. Oh god, I have a block button? That's not what I'm supposed to have.
Stay your blade. Magic is required against this foe.
Okay, I gotta do the... I gotta pop strength capsules. Knock her over. Fall over, asshole. Oh, I can't aim down. Oh god. Emil, come on! Oh, you bastard.
Kaine, please! Come back to us!
Nice.
Oh dear.
Oh, no, I didn't mess that up, did I? No, I didn't. I'm good. Okay.
Kaine! Kaine!
I love making people suffer through this game. Easily one of my top recommendation games. Of like, this game's
I couldn't hold it back.
incredible, but it's really bad also.
I can't be with you.
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again, as many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is, we're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak and sad and lonely, but somehow you make me strong. You're my friend and I need you, so you can't go away.
Oh, why is the voice acting so good?
All right. All right. Stop crying. Thank you. I'm all right.
Dum 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 dum. Boop. Yeah. It's how remarkably useless of you. Shut the hell up, Vice. You don't know what it is either. Vice acting all snobby, like, oh, of course you don't know what this stone fragment is. He doesn't know what it is either. You gotta rock. Yeah, same dialogue. I mean, you're really not wrong. Head for the junk heap. Bum, 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 bum. I hate that loading screen. Worst loading screen. That's the one where Yona falls over. Alright, it's boar drift time. anyone not familiar with board drifting, it's great. And extremely functional. All right, time for one of my favorite songs in the game. Oh shit. Okay, now we get to see the P-33 stuff.
Damn it! Where'd they go?
Oh,
Get him! Don't let him escape!
this shit's so sad. Are we gonna die, Mom? My child.
There's something over there.
You're almost grown up now, my child. Stay strong. You must run now. Do you understand? Run as fast as you can. What about you? I'll challenge them. That will give you time to escape. No, you can't. Be safe, my child. Be safe and happy. Promise me that you will remember your mother. Mom, wait, let's go together. Mom, wait. There's nowhere to run in this room. I would just like to keep that, I would just like that to be noted. Like there's actually nowhere to go. This room is a dead end. Ugh. God. How does one game have this much depression? Mom, why? Who's there?
Who are you?
I'm Khalil. What's your name?
Military defense robot P-33. You are an intruder. You must be eliminated. Error. There is something leaking from your eyes.
God, Shade's gonna fucking cry. I'm crying, you big dumb robot. I miss my mom.
What is crying? Who is Mom?
It doesn't matter. I can't see her ever again because she's dead.
My creator is also dead.
Oh God. Oh no. Wait, this is how they make you feel guilty for killing the Big Hands robot. Big Hands robot built P-33 and all the other robots. No. No. Oh no.
He perished hundreds of years ago.
Oh, okay, hundreds of years ago. Never mind, we're safe. Okay, never mind. Never mind, we're good. Hundreds of years ago? Really?
874 years, 10 months, 14 days, 4 hours, and 43 minutes. 44 minutes.
Aren't you lonely?
I am incapable of being lonely, or missing others, or crying.
I'm crying because I don't want to die.
You will die.
If the humans catch me, they're gonna kill me.
Why will they kill you?
He doesn't even know. The Shades don't even know. The Shades don't even know.
I will not permit the humans to kill Khalil.
Huh?
Military defense robot P-33 will protect you.
You're gonna help me?
P-33 is charged with defending others. P-33 will defend Khalil.
Oh, hooray. Thanks, robot. And since we're friends now, I'm gonna call you Beepy. is this game so fucking sad? Beepy's a good boy. Beepy did nothing wrong.
There's gotta be tons of machinery here.
Yeah, but I don't know how much we can actually use.
Oh wow! Check this out. It looks brand new.
I'm barely holding it together. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Be careful there.
I am not doing too well.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Oh no.
Huh?
Look out!
This is the kind of game that just makes you want to fucking crawl into bed and curl up in a ball and fucking fall asleep crying. That's all I want to do right now. God, the story is so good.
Jacob, no! No, this can't be happening!
Oh, same. I have one friend, Meganicon, who comes by the stream every once in a while, that every time I see him and we drive somewhere, we talk about NieR. It's so good. I love talking about this game. I could talk about this game forever. I could talk about the same shit over and over again with the same person because it's just so good. Yeah, I actually have two friends who have played NieR. This copy of the game I have is from a friend. Wow, that was scary.
The noise of the intruders caused the structure to fail. They should have proceeded with more caution. One intruder has perished.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't think they were chasing me. They seem nice.
The junk heap. Perhaps we should speak to the brothers.
I have to fucking lie
They
down
might know
soon.
something about this.
Yeah, big fuck
Oh, hello
Gideons. You're the little one, aren't you? Grown. This is all blah 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 blah. I'm a fucking crazy ass maniac now. Please kill all the robots for me. I'm a monster, etc., etc. That's the gist of it. I need broken lenses, so I'll buy those now. I haven't finished the lighthouse quest, if I am not Actually, I'm gonna be doing like 2 or 3 more runs through the junk heap, so. Oh yeah, definitely. He just, took it the wrong way. Definitely. He just went fucking crazy due to the circumstances.
It's a shame about the old.
Wait, oh, it doesn't make me go through?
He died protecting the only family he had left. It's a damn shame.
Now that's a that's one of the only quality of life things in this entire thing. Oh god. Okay, ready? What's a ship?
A large seagoing vessel that carries freight and passengers over bodies of water.
Yay, you're so great, Beepy. You've learned so much.
You have taught me much, Kalio. You have helped to expand
Yeah, imagine.
my vocabulary.
Imagine if they made you play through the entire game, like, with no new content, but they just, like, made you play a different character with less combo options. Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be fucking bonkers of them?
You have instructed me in the ways of the outside world.
Well, there's tons of stuff I don't know either. Maybe we should leave here and go explore the world.
Because we are
Yeah,
friends.
this is a 9S joke. That's right. Yay, it's gonna be fun. Bum 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 bum. Bum. Oh, that song's so good. All the songs are so good. You have to do the invite. So like the A playthrough and the B playthrough are exactly the same, except during the B playthrough you play as 9S, and that's it. That's the only difference. That's some pretty impressive stuff you found. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. I'll send you a fucking letter. From my recollection, you had to play through the entire game again as 9S. Well, not the entire, like, you know, the entire game, but you had to play through the first 8 ending as 9S. Forest and Myth, I guess. I'm probably gonna pop by Seafront really quick, too. How his heavy attacks work? I don't remember, honestly. I remember very little from my playthrough as 9S. I remember very little about playing as 9S in general. Just that there was lots of hacking. That's the main thing I remember. I might have not figured out his heavy attacks then. I don't remember. I just remember that he can only have one weapon at a time, and I was kind of bummed about that. Hacking minigame, bro. So yeah, I must have not figured out his heavy attacks then. Because to me, his gameplay was a lot... It felt more limiting to me. Like, considerably more limiting. Lighthouse. I think playing through Tomato a second time is gonna help me form better opinions about it. Because as of now, it's like, after playing Tomato first and then playing this game, it's like, I just love this game so much more for like, and like, I dislike Tomato for so many reasons after playing this game. I'm sure I'm not gonna have my opinion change too much, but like, maybe it'll change a little bit in some aspects. Probably more so gameplay than anything else, in side content, because I didn't do much of the side content. Yeah, same. Oh, we have 2. Okay, yeah, I only need broken lenses for this. Yeah, I mean, I know the exact feeling you have, because that's how I was with Kingdom Hearts 3. I went into that game, like, with, like, trying my best to like it, and just really... After playing through it 2 times, I can say I really, 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 really dislike it. God, I can't believe I played through that game 2 times. I've been considering playing through it a 3rd time too, and like, I want to like that game so bad. I want to like Kingdom Hearts 3 so bad. I really do. I wish I could have said the same. Man, I had it. So this is kind of embarrassing. I woke up this morning. I like I don't dream very often, but for some reason I woke up this morning like after having like a very mild dream of a like some Kingdom Hearts 2, like I don't know what if it was like a music video, like not Kingdom Hearts 2, just Kingdom Hearts in general, of just like a Kingdom Hearts like scene compilation to like to to the main song of the like the main Kingdom Hearts theme, like the really big orchestra version of it, and like I woke up and like all I wanted to do was cry, and then I was like, God damn, I love Kingdom Hearts so much, and Kingdom Hearts 3 was such a steaming pile of shit, and I'm so mad and I'm so sad right now because Kingdom Hearts makes me feel shit really intensely because I really like some of it. Oh, the worst part is that the train wreck isn't even over. Ends. Yeah, Utada Hikaru. That's the song. Oh god. That's the song that was playing in my dream. And like, it was playing to like cutscenes. Oh fuck. It wasn't Sanctuary, it was the orchestral version from the first song. But oh god. I was feeling so many emotions this morning. Mainly sadness, but also a lot of hatred. Yeah, I think we talked about yeah, we talked about I wish that Kingdom Hearts stopped releasing games after 358. I think having up to 358 and then cutting it off and ignoring everything after that is almost like a near perfect story. Oh my god, I wouldn't change anything about it. Up to that point, it's so good. Is the orchestral version of it just called Simple and Clean? It might just be Simple and Clean, not the pop version. The pop version's kind of stupid. I swear it had a different name for some reason, but maybe it doesn't. Oh, where am I going? Yeah, Sanctuary is 2, and then I don't remember the third game song. The song from the third game actually kind of grew on me, not gonna lie. I was not a big fan of it, but the third song definitely grew on me. Yeah, the main theme overall for Kingdom Hearts. I'm pretty sure I have all of his weapons. No, I don't. Oh wait, I need to go Northern Plains. I think I have a quest I'm supposed to get here too, but I don't actually remember. I don't actually know where the rest of the weapons in the game are, so I just kind of have to do all the side quests. Oh, okay, it's called Dearly Beloved. Then yeah, that's the song. That's the song that was playing in my dreams, and that I woke up being very sad to. Very sad and mad too. Like, I was... Like, alright, I'm gonna... Like, spoilers for Kingdom Hearts during the spoiler NieR stream. But, like, I was thinking about, like... I remember like some key scenes playing in my head of like the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 where Sora fades away, and like and I'm mad about video games even in my fucking sleep. Like the part in Kingdom Hearts 2 where Roxas is like, looks like my summer vacation is over. Oh fuck. Like just thinking about it makes me so sad. The part in Kingdom Hearts 1 where Sora fucking stabs himself with the Keyblade, and like all of 358 over 2. Especially the end where Roxas has to fight fucking Gion. Oh god. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it.
I hear you.
Oh, Roxas is great. I love Roxas. This is all the same, right? Black Pure Darkness. This all seems pretty familiar. I'm pretty sure this is the same. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it's just gonna talk about the trees. I remember this. I just gotta remember the colors. Color of Lost Envy, I'm pretty sure it was, nope. I think it was brown. Brown 23 red. Wait, does it change? Oh no! I think it is randomized. Oh shit. All right, so I just have to like speed read this text. Child is here, diseased, ridden, his parents, doctor. Something about a girl. I gotta find the girl. Deep green eyes. Okay. So that one is green. So it's green this time. It's really cool because this memory right here is actually talking about when it's talking about that period of time between when the dragon fell, or oh god, why can't I remember her name? The dragon's name. I can't remember it. But when the dragon fell in Tokyo and all of this mess happened, because it's got the people with the red Angelus, thank you. See, it's talking about the people with the red eyes. And it's talking about them turning into pillars of salt. Oh god, this is so fucking cool. I didn't pick up on that the first time, I don't think. So green 63. Yeah, I know, right? It's like you don't pick. I didn't even pick up on it my first time either, or like my first time playing through the game again after playing Drakengard. So green 63. I swear there's one more thing, but I don't remember. Yeah, who knew that she would just get fucking missiled in Tokyo after all of the things they went through? So, green. $63. Oh, the Drakengard 1 story is incredible. I think Drakengard 1 in general is really good. For all the wrong reasons. I think it's good for being really, really bad. Yona. Alright, there wasn't a third thing. Of course, I highly recommend... Oh yeah, the gameplay is very meh, but the thing is, the gameplay reinforces literally everything else going on in the game. It's worse than meh. It's really bad. It's not fun at all. it's actually a train wreck. But it reinforces a lot of themes going on, which is why I think it fits perfectly. Which is also why I actually don't recommend watching a playthrough of Drakengard 1. I actually recommend playing through Drakengard 1. Oh yeah, as a kid you would probably have never played all the way through it. And you sure as hell would have never finished it, like, completely. At least not without a guide. You ever sit around for 45 minutes waiting for a single weapon to spawn? I have. It might have not been 45 minutes. It might have been 45 minutes. I know that there's one that's 15, and I know there's one that's 30, and there's another one that's 20. But I don't think I'm making up one that was 45 minutes. That game has you doing a lot of sitting around. Doing nothing.
Hey.
Oh, the mana maze. Oh no, you didn't miss me fighting the robot. That's what I'm about to go do. Is audio alright? I'm just checking the audio, because if... Okay, it seems fine. You have to remember that Junk Heap is in 2 segments. I love this game. I know I keep saying it, but I really like this game. I really like all of Yoko Taro's games that I've played. Even Tomato. I just think it is a completely inferior product to this game.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Great.
Hey there, wanna kill some robots?
I don't...
What back?
The ones in the mountain.
Listen to this little
shade and
fucking
it's a
maniac.
robot.
There are shades here?
Your brother.
Drakengard 3 and NieR Tomato. Drakengard 2 wasn't a Yoko Taro game. Past that, I don't know if he's made other things, actually. Yep. Also, it's not very good. It's apparently it's got really good Keim in it. It's got really good Keim stuff in it, but other than that, it's pretty whatever. Like if you're playing Drakengard 2, you're playing Drakengard 2 to see Keim.
The elder brother posted his joy.
Oh god, it didn't die?
Do you think he was ever truly happy?
He was able to help shape the life of his brother.
I detect no intelligence from you.
Yours have been smart when it can smash you into a pancake!
Oh, Emil.
Can hope to prevail against our intelligence and skill.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah, Keim's kind of a fucking nutcase. And I love it. It's starting over. I really like this song. I love Keim. What's wrong with Keim? Oh god. What I'll say? Play Drakengard. You know, at least Keim's not discriminatory. You can at least say that about the guy. Yeah, because the crappy thing is it doesn't emulate well the last time I played it. The first time I tried to play it, was on emulator, and my emulator, started to actively tear itself apart as I played the game more and more. It requested death. I mean, even NieR is disagreeing with my actual PS3. The longer I play NieR, the more the audio. Oh my god, it sent me back to the beginning. The more the audio or the visuals will start to degrade. Just Yoko Taro's games really don't like my hardware. Or more so, my hardware really doesn't like Yoko Taro's games. It's like, please stop. You can't do this to me again. That's definitely what my PS3 is telling me. It's like, please, I don't want to bear this emotional weight a second time. It's cruel and unusual punishment. Please. Stop making me watch Emil cry. Hey, what's up? Welcome back, Mugs. You're just in time for, like, max suffering. It's oh. I'm gonna get me a watch and it just says sadness on every hour. Bum, bum, dum. And you know, I feel like that implies that, like, oh god, that almost killed me. That almost killed me also. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, nice. I just realized I don't need 5 more titanium alloys. I need 7 more titanium alloys. Which sucks. So that's a minimum of... I can get 2 more in this run. But... So that'll take me down to 5. So then that's possibly... So including this, or so not including this run, I have 2 more junk heap runs that I need to complete in order to actually finish that side quest. Oh, I hope they don't change a thing in this game. I'm gonna be so mad if they let people not grind. Everyone needs to know what I went through. What everyone that played this game went through. Na na na. Na 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 na. Oh no, I forgot you can jump out of the stupid fucking cart. Game's so stupid. All I want to do is ignore the cart. If it were not for the laws of this land, I would... I'm so mad right now. I have cart and ice cream. I'm waiting to get a little closer to, yeah. Oh, shit. I'm coming up to a save point. I don't know why I did that. Oh god, I'm getting gored. Get me out of this. Get me out of this cart! Na, 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 na. Na 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 na. It's starting off. You don't know how much that pisses me off. Oh shit! Alright, never mind. Memory alloys are extremely rare. And like, you'd think I want the rare thing, right? But I don't, I need like a million of the not rare thing. And you can, oh shit! Two titanium alloys. Alright, now I actually only need 5 more. Alright, I only need 4 more. I would love to only make 1 more junk heap run and then never have to come back here again. Yeah. Oh. What an asshole. Oh, nice. Oh shit, that's right. It spawns 2 of them in this room. I actually forgot about that. Woo. There's a save point coming up, but I'm not even gonna risk dying. Especially since I've gotten, like, a pretty good amount of memory alloys. Motherfucker. If that guy gave me a titanium alloy, the odds would be stacked in my favor to get more, to only have to do one more junk heap run. But now they are stacked very much so in the opposite direction. The junk heap is forever. Oh shit! Alright, now the odds are in my favor. Because there's 4 big boys per junk heap run, and I only need 4 more titanium alloy, I'm pretty sure. I only need 2 more. Hot damn. I don't even know where the other 2 came from. So yeah, 1 more junk heap run, and then I'm done with this fucking place. Oh, this room's a bitch and a half. Alright. Ooh, almost there. Almost to max sadness. I hope you're all ready. Oh no, Yona! Spoiler alert, you're never ready.
Never heard of a shade living with a machine. What's that about?
It doesn't matter. I'll kill the shade and anyone who gets in my way.
Such a fucking crazy asshole. Oh, no. It's too much. I can't take 2 things like that in a row. Come on, give me a good Yona waving loading screen. There's too many downers. Is it 12 on the dot? No, 11:30. Oh man. I don't want to do this, man. That's this entire game. You want to make a player feel bad for having to do something. This game does it. Ugh.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning.
There it is.
Good lord, he's enormous.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning. Exterminated.
Do it, Beepy. Beat him good. Oh, this poor Shade.
That thing is commanding the robot somehow.
Aim for the legs. Knock it down. Take out the shade.
Beepy, stop. That's enough. Oh, God. You're gonna be destroyed if you keep fighting. Oh, God. No, I can't live without you. No. I don't want to be alone again.
No. Damn it.
Oh, God, that's why she says that. Oh, no. God, shut the fuck up, Tyrant. I hate you so much. Oh, this is rough. This is so hard. Or Emil. It's better that Emil doesn't know what he's doing. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to playing as Kaine in the remake, because this is supposed to be, I mean, the when you beat the game, it's like, oh, continue from your save to experience Kaine's story. I wouldn't mind playing as Kaine for like the second playthrough. I wouldn't mind if they added that in. I feel like it would, the only thing is, I feel like it would make the impact of a lot of this stuff a lot less, like, powerful. Because it's like, alright, now you know Like, now your character has resentment about doing this. Where playing as NieR, it's like, you're just a fucking crazy murderer. God, the wings, the wings, the wings, the fucking wings, dude. Because BP's an angel. He's goddamn Khalil's guardian angel. BP, what are you doing? Wait, no! You can stop now! Oh. This game's so sad.
No mere robot can face the majesty of the Grimoire Base.
I can't concentrate with all this bullshit fancy talk. Swat him down! I'm getting killed here!
Oh god, actually, I framed that. That was really convenient. Damn, that dealt so much damage to me. Not advisable. This last burst should finish him. BP, stop! You're my best friend in the whole world! You gotta stop! Oh. I hate this. I hate this so much. BP's a fucking angel. God, look, he doesn't even try to get up. Neither of them. God, fucking BP just has to watch his only friend he's ever made in his life just fucking torn away from him in an instant.
Must defend my mission. My mission.
Mission.
God damn it, dude. Oh god. The Shade doesn't even die first. It's BP that dies first. BP, I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. I wanted to be with you forever.
Khalil.
Oh no.
Together. BP alone. BP. Cry.
Ugh.
You stupid machine! You killed my family.
I forgot about that.
Everything from me.
I forgot about that last line.
Be here. Why you? Why are you here? Why?
Beautiful. What a perfect example of humanity.
Hitting that thing won't bring your brother back.
But he's dead. And it's this bastard's fault. And hitting it makes
Do you
me
think?
feel better.
You think Khalil's still alive right now? Because normally shades fade away when they die.
I'm gonna explore this
Oh God.
mountain now.
This is fucking miserable.
Make terrible weapons. Killing machines. No one can stop me.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this. I hate this game.
Madness driven by hate. This is hardly the happy ending I was expecting.
He doesn't know any other way.
Revenge is a fool's errand.
I know.
This game's too sad. Alright. I'm gonna go fucking sleep and cry. Thanks for coming by, everyone. I'm so fucking bummed out right now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm in such a bad mood right now. Oh God. I don't know. Have a good night, I guess. Sleep well. I don't fucking know anymore. Thanks for coming by, everyone. Oh, I'm so sad. Everyone go have a nice good cry. If you want, I do remember something. If you want me to link you Grimoire NieR, the book for this game, feel free to DM me, and I will be more than happy to link it to you. But yeah, good night. Sleep well. Try not to cry too much. I'll do enough crying for all of us. Don't worry. See ya.